Alright guys, I'm going to take you a tour of the shop here real quick. I was out to about 3 in the morning last night working on this. As you can see, I've got random crap thrown inside the lathe station. But the outfeed table is pretty much done. The only thing I have left is to build and install the router cabinet here. The top for this downdraft table right now is just some white pegboard that I had. Eventually I'll replace that with a black unit. But cabinet painted, well that's primed anyway with new handles. I've built some slide out storage here. But Nick from Stereo Integrity came by today and he dropped off a couple of coils. When I posted the HS-15 on some of the groups on Facebook or social media, people said that the HST-15 looked like a ZV5. It was just an SPL sub. It's the same thing. Well, it's not the same thing. They use the same motor and basket and cone and surround, but the coil and spider are different. And so I had him drop off the Stereo Integrity coil and spider and the Sundown coil and spider, and I'm going to go over the differences in those in a later video. Something else he dropped off, a pair of Sundown Audio Salt 4 channels. So a lot of people have been going kind of nuts over the Salt monoblocks that have been posted. If you go to the Sundown Audio unofficial YouTube channel, you'll see Derek has tested the Salt 4 and the Salt 6. And if you guys don't know, SALT stands for Sundown Audio Low Voltage Technology. So these are designed to operate at 12 volts. And in the case of the monoblocks, Salt 4 is rated 4,000 watts at 12 volts. Derek was getting like 6,000 out of it. The Salt 6 is rated 6,000 watts at 12 volts at 1 ohm, and Derek was getting, I think, 8,500, something like that out of it. So Nick brought these guys by. He brought these two 4 channels by and dropped them off because these are going to go into his Audi wagon. And that is a build that I'm going to do, and you'll see the progress of that on the channel. Something else he dropped off was a pair of his HS-24 subwoofers. If you guys don't know about Stereo Integrity, Nick sells a lot of these. These guys are used in home theater primarily. They dig deep. They're just phenomenal monster low-end subwoofers. So a lot of his subwoofers, Nick's he loves low frequency output, and he designs his subs to give that low frequency output. So 24s, large subs typically are a novelty. MTX jackhammer, the Clarion had a 32, DS18 has one, Defbonce has one, but the Defbonce performs, the Clarion not so much. The jackhammer, I can't think of anyone that actually used the jackhammer. And the DS18, I don't think I've ever actually seen installed in a competitor's vehicle. So they're just kind of novelty items, but these guys, they get used, they perform, and I'm gonna put some to use. But the scale of these, a lot of people just don't understand when you tell them you have a 24-inch sub, the scale of it just really, it's completely different. Size comparison, these are 13W7s, and those are not small. Over here we have DD Audio 3015 ESPs. If you guys know anything about the ESP subs, they use an 18-inch cone to make the 15s. The cutout diameter on this 15 is 15.1 inches. They're massive for a 15. Right here we have the Stereo Integrity 15. So if you look at that next to this 24, it really gives you an idea of just how massive this is. 8W7, Alpine 12. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's massive. So there it is. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour of the shop, give you an idea of the progress of things, because it's been a while since I put up a video. I actually have video on this table on the computer to edit right now, but with the shop in this condition, It's time to get started on the video log for the build of this van here. We're gonna have some stuff from Second Skin to go in. We're gonna build for big power. I can tell you that the amplifier and the subs going in this, it's gonna be very, very unique. So stay tuned for that.